this video, we're going to give you 5 tips to help you manage your anxiety and to study smart. So first things first, you have to remember that you don't have to know everything to pass the bar exam. And in fact, you're more likely to pass the bar exam if you don't try to learn everything. So what you should do is try to memorize and focus on those highly tested areas of law. And in focusing on those highly tested areas of law, you'll be able to manage your stress and anxiety better because there'll be a little bit less to focus on. And you'll see here that you'll cover a lot of ground and be more successful. Then you can circle back later and try to fill in any gaps that you may have. So remember, you don't have to know everything to pass the bar. Focus on those highly tested areas to maximize your chances of success. Second tip, you can improve your MBE score by using real questions. If you're trying to get an advantage in your bar prep, note that most commercial bar prep courses do not use real released MBE questions. So if you want an advantage, you should be practicing with the real thing, practicing with questions that are likely to look like the questions on exam day. So if you're looking to get your hands on the best resource out there, purchase questions from the National Conference of Bar Examiners, or we here at JD Advising have real released questions too. So remember, practicing with the best resource is a great way to gain an edge on the MBE. Our third tip is remember, you don't need an A to pass. The goal is to pass the bar exam. And a lot of people stress out because they're not scoring super high on their practice tests. But they don't have to. You don't need an A to pass the bar exam. If you're in a jurisdiction like New York or any other jurisdiction that requires the passing score of a 266, this means you need about a 66.5% to pass. That's a solid D. A D is a far cry from an A. So remember that. You're not striving for perfection here. You're simply striving to pass. And additionally, there is no minimum required score on the different components of the UBE. So maybe you don't even hit that score on the MBE, but your essay score is great and higher. As long as you get that overall passing score, you pass. So keep that in mind when you take your practice tests and keep those things in context. Our fourth tip is don't ignore your strengths. We see this all of the time. We encounter students who are great writers, but they won't practice any of their written skills for the bar. They just focus and obsess about the MBE. And this is really unfortunate. We're not telling you to ignore any one component of the bar, but what we are telling you is you don't want a strength to turn into a weakness because you simply ignored it. Instead, if you're paying attention to all portions of the bar, even focusing at times on your strengths, you're putting yourself in that best position possible to pass. Because remember, you need an overall passing score. So if you make sure your writing skills stay top notch, even if your MBE score isn't super, super stellar, that's okay. Because if you score really well in the written portion, it's going to help bring up your overall score, which after all, might get you that passing score that you need, which is the goal. And then our fifth and final tip is you have to remember to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to make it to the bar exam. You might be too sick or tired or worn out to perform well. And after all, then, what would be the point of putting yourself through all that stress and pressure if you aren't in a good position to take the bar exam once the bar exam day rolls around? So what can you do to take care of yourself? Remember to eat well. Plan your meals ahead of time. Don't skip out on them. Don't just fuel yourself on caffeine. Make sure you're eating and eating smart. Exercise, even if you just take a walk. A little bit of exercise to get your blood flowing is exactly what you need to do to take care of yourself. Sleep. Sleep is so important. So many people cut out sleep as they ramp up their bar prep, and that is so unfortunate. You need good sleep to create memory and to aid in memorization. So make sure you're getting sleep. And then take breaks and relax your mind. You can't just go 24/7. You need regular breaks and you need to relax in order to perform well. So try these 5 tips and we hope they help you manage your stress and anxiety a little bit more.